Shalom, giving all praise to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahshua, Hashem, Rakakudah, Shalom to the 144,000, and the rest of the elect out there, Shalom to you all. Anyway, I'm going to entitle this video, Proof that the Jays are not the people, or not the Israelites. Because a prophecy took place, which is written throughout the scriptures, mainly the Old Testament, which says, well, I'll quote, paraphrase, Deuteronomy 28:64. It speaks about the Israelites being scattered throughout the whole planet. But let me go ahead and read it. Now, this wannabe white girl, she's an apologist for the Jakes. She dreams about being, she's the daughter of Uncle Rukus. Let's just say that. I said enough. Okay, where am I? Let's go over here. Yeah, that's Uncle Ruckus' daughter. When that nigga died and went to white heaven, he left her. So let me go to Deuteronomy 28. I could have put in the word scattered, but it gave me all kind of precepts. 64. This is proof that they're not the people, because they didn't fulfill this prophecy. Deuteronomy 28:64, and I'll read in a couple of versions. And Yahweh shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth even unto the other. If this is being written in the Levant, what's the other end? That's the east. What's the other end of the earth? The west. Canada, the U.S., Central and South America. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. So let me go to the word. I'm not going to read this, but it, goes more into it, because I'm trying not to make this long. Come on now. Scattered. The word is Pawataza. This right here is pronounced Taza. To scatter, be dispersed, to scatter. Cast abroad, drive or driven, scattered. Spread abroad, shake to pieces, dash to pieces, retired, disperse. So this is 863:27. It occurs 68 times in 66 verses. Let's see if it's in the New Testament. Well, it's Hebrew. So we're talking almost 70 times in the Old Testament. Genesis 49 verse 7, cursed be their anger, for it was fierce, and their wrath, for it was cruel. That's what Levi and Simeon did to the Canaanite. I will divide them in Jacob and scatter them in Israel. You know what that means? That's Levi and Simeon. Levi and Simeon, they scattered among them other tribes, big time. A lot of people that you Judites run into, they Simeonites. You got the first so-called black African slaves sent to the Americas were sent to the island of Hispaniola. So a lot of them Simeonites are really Judah, Nigerian, Ghanaian. You tell them that, they're going to get mad at you. Right? Exodus 5:12. So the people were scattered abroad throughout all the land. Right, we were scattered in Egypt. We're scattered now. Here it is again, Deuteronomy 4 verse 27. And Yahweh shall scatter you among nations, the nations, all the nations, and ye shall be left few in number among the heathen, whither Yahweh shall lead you. What's it say in Deuteronomy 28:64? So we're going to be scattered from one end of the earth to the other. So this was being given to Moses in the Levant. The other side of the earth is North, Central, and South America. So I mean, I'm not going to read all of these, but now, so let's go to Uncle Rukus' daughter. And she's Uncle Rukus' daughter. And if she was married, she's married to an Edomite. Trust me.
Will not change. Will not change.
She ain't married to no dark-skinned Jake. She gets up in the morning thinking that, I look like a white. You do not. You look like a light-skinned Negro. That's what you look like. A light-skinned Negro. Yeah, these our people are all fucked up. So just listen. Listen to what she's going to say, which is contrary to. Well, let's listen to what she got to say.
You read about in the Bible are the same Israel and the Jewish people today. The story of Israel and the Jewish people didn't end when they stopped writing books of the Bible. When God called Abraham in Genesis 12, he made an everlasting covenant.
She thinking of, when she says Abraham, she's thinking of an old white man with white hair.
With him and his descendants. His descendants became the nation of Israel, or the Jewish people. The Bible is a detailed account of the hardships they faced, believing God to fulfill his promise to Abraham, even when they were scattered to all corners of the earth after the days of the Bible.
Did you hear what she said? Let me let that play again.
Detailed account of the hardships they faced, believing God to fulfill his promise to Abraham, even when they were scattered to all corners of the earth after the days of the Bible.
Even when they were scattered, let me let you listen to it again.
As a detailed account of the hardships they faced, believing God to fulfill his promise to Abraham, even when they were scattered to all corners of the earth.
Even though they were scattered to all corners of the earth. So I asked Chat GPT. Oh, by the way, this video was put up by GMS Inquirer early too. I didn't even watch the whole thing. I watched this part where this guy says they're the victims. That's just like me beating the shit out of somebody and taking their money, taking their watch, maybe their shoes or whatever. And I'm punching him in the face, and I bruise my hand punching him, and I'm the fucking victim. I'm the victim. I see why Obadiah, Oba for short. Give me the book of Obadiah 1 verse 18. I see why that has to happen. They have to be rid from the planet Earth. They have to be rid from the planet. I see what Balaam saw in Numbers 24 about Amalek, that they're going to be no more. I see it. Ain't nobody the world doesn't like these people. That, anti-Sem shit ain't working. Because the whole planet Earth, I don't give a damn how much CNN and Fox News tries to hide that shit. People are not all that as dumb as they fucking look. The whole world saying these motherfuckers are genociders. They might take this video down. Because they own this shit. They own this shit. You got this fake fucking Robert De Niro looking motherfucker talking about we're the victims. We're the only victims. So here we got. So you just heard what Uncle Rukus' daughter said, and she gonna go. She gonna go. She ain't gonna make it. Well, you don't know to her. She might be one of the. They ain't no might nothing. She ain't gonna make it. She despises black people. She despises herself. I'm surprised she ain't got bleached her fucking hair. Ain't nothing but a big head, light-skinned Negro. Back in the day, it was called pass for white. She can't pass for white. She's a light-skinned, big-head Negro. So you heard what she said, right? Let me let it play one more time. I got to stretch it out. Her gestures, her mouth, the way she mastered the Edomite.
When God calls Abraham in Genesis 12, he made an everlasting covenant with him and his descendants.
This is a bitch you want to punch dead in the fucking face with an overhand looping fucking right hand. I mean, I ain't gonna do that. Now they might take it down. The violation, that was violence. Is the violence? I'm just saying what you want. Somebody might want to do. I mean, she's Uncle Rukus, Auntie Rukus. Let's call her Auntie Rukus.
His descendants became the nation of Israel, or the Jewish people. The Bible is a detailed account of the hardships they faced, believing God to fulfill his promise to Abraham, even when they were scattered to all corners of the earth.
You heard what she said, right? Even when they were scattered to all corners of the earth. So I'm pretty sure you found some of them over here in America. Let's go to the chat. Who were the original inhabitants of America or the Americas? This is a chat. I don't own a chat. I don't control the chat. The original inhabitants of the Americas were indigenous people. Indigenous means indigenous means in of gene. The gene, what race were here in America, who lived across the continent long before European colonization began, meaning Christopher Columbus and Spaniards, conquistadors. So they were here long before they came. So there were no white people over here. These people are often referred to as Native Americans, First Nations, Indigenous Americans, or Aboriginal. Right, ab mean through, original, through the original. Origins actually means east. Oriri, east. Peoples, depending on the region. Origins and arrival. Most scholars agree that just because they agree doesn't mean it is right, that is true. Most scholars agree that the ancestors of today's indigenous people, migrated from northern Asia. That's that bullshit lie. And it came from Israel. Circa 722, 726 BCE or BC to the Americas via the Bering Land Bridge, Beringia, during the last ice age. That's bullshit. Around 15,000 to 20,000 years ago. Over time, they spread throughout North, Central, and South America. We're talking about Canada. We're talking about Alaska. We're talking about America. We're talking about Central and South America. Adapting to the wide range of environments. Because they didn't follow the ways of the people because there was nobody here. They're the first inhabitants of the land. So they got to be Israelites. Those are the 10 tribes. Major cultural regions and civilizations. North America, Navajo, Apache, Hopi. Oh, and by the way, what's this guy? Dabu 777. He's a Hopi. He said I'm a Hopi Indian. He better hope he's an Indian. Iroquois. They're from the east. Cherokee, Sioux, Inuit, and many others. Diverse societies ranging from nomadic hunter-gatherers to advanced agricultural communities. They had to teach this white man, because he would have died, they had to teach him how to make the land fertile. The Mississippian culture, example given, Cahokia built large mountain cities. Central America, Olmec, Maya, Aztec, and others known for advanced writing, astronomy. What does it say about Issachar looking into the stars? And I'll find it is in either First Chronicles or Second Chronicles. It says known for advanced writing. Remember they made that calendar, right? The Aztec calendar. Astronomy, mathematics, and monumental agriculture. So let's try to find this. Let me do it this way. I don't know if star is in the... Let me put in the word stars. If it don't come out this way, I hadn't gone through that in a long time. Okay, it's not here. This is what I'm going to have to do. Bear with me for a minute. Let me do this. The tribe of Issachar studied the stars. Okay, let's see what comes up. Let's see. Let's see what comes up. I'm gonna do this. Yes, the Bible mentions the tribe of Issachar had a particular wisdom of understanding of the times and the signs of times, which ancient Jewish tradition understand the movement of the sun, moon, and stars. But I want the precept. It's either First Chronicles or Second Chronicles. There we go. I think I found it. What does First Chronicles 12 verse 32 mean? Let's go ahead and open this up. You know what I'm going to do? Let me do it this way. Okay, of the children of Issachar, which were men that had understanding of the times to know what Israel ought to do, because they would consult the constellation in the heavens. The heads of them were 200, and all their brethren were at their commandment. So when they would go to war, they would look into the heavens and see the constellation and the Spirit, the Most High, the Great Father, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, gave him the insight to look up into the heavens. Let's read that again. And the children of Issachar, which were men that had understanding of the times. Times deal with space, right? Genesis 1 verse 14. To know what Israel ought to do. And the heads of them were 200. And all their brethren were at their commandment. So what did the chat just say about the people? Let me open this back up. So they mentioned North America and Central America, Olmec, Maya, Aztecs, and others known for advanced writing, astronomy. That calendar, what's that called? The Mayan calendar? That was an intricate calendar, man. Now in that calendar, it said that the world will come to an end in 2012. Remember, Esau made a movie called 2012, and they had to get in these arcs, and I believe those arcs they went out of space. I remember seeing the movie with John Cusack with his no acting ass. He act just like his sister. Okay, mathematics and astronomy is the study of the stars, and monumental architecture. They built these cities. South America, Inca Empire, Andes region, plus earlier culture like I guess that's Nazca and Chavin developed complex societies with road systems, agriculture like terrace farming, and stone architecture. They were building them houses, houses out of stone. But they ain't going to tell you that they're the Israelites. Even if you ask them. Genetic and cultural diversity. Indigenous people are not a monolithic group. They speak hundreds of distinct languages and have diverse customs, beliefs, systems, and technologies. Yeah, because they were all confused. Many cultures developed independently of Eurasia, creating unique worldviews and innovations, misconception to avoid. They were not primitive or waiting for Europeans to arrive. Many indigenous natives had sophisticated social, political, and economic system. Remember, they helped these devils when they came over here. Showed them how to take sand, no fertile soil, and they would take fish and put the fish in the ground. It would fertilize the sand, the earth, because Esau didn't know how to grow shit. The idea of a single indigenous group is inaccurate. There were thousands of distinct tribes and civilized. Yeah, because they were confused. They were going their own way. So, if according to Auntie Rukus, she made a statement that they went through the whole. When did these small hats ever go? When Christopher Columbus, first of all, he was a small hat his damn self. When did Christopher Columbus and his crew encountered people that look like this? People that look like that. Now I gotta watch this. It's put up 6 hours ago. Hasidic Jew ejected. Hasidic Israeli kicked off plane for Gaza comments. Now I haven't watched it. I gotta watch it. I'll watch it when I finish this video. So that right there show you that they're not the people vocab alone. God, logic, or any of you. When our Lord was born, our Lord was a man-child. He born in Bethlehem. But his father was a Levite. He's not the Messiah. So the fact that it says they're going to be scattered to the other end of the earth, scattered to the four corners of the earth, the great diaspora. When Christopher Columbus came over here to the new world, he did not encounter so-called white people. Anyway, with that, I'm going to say shalom on to the next shalom.